Here we go again, Wolves fans. I'm just going to say the same thing as the last, 7, 8 games. I think that's 1 win in 8 now for Wolverhampton Wanderers. And this period is just a culmination of everything. Bad luck with matches, with injuries, with poor play on the pitch in general. I think one thing I want to caveat my complaining that's about to come is I've just seen the expected goals for this game. Whether you give any credibility to expected goals or not, I personally do. I think it's a fantastic stat to see how a game's gone. Wolves' was, I think, 1.25. Everton's was 0.28. They've scored 2 goals off an expected goals of 0.28. Now, that stat can obviously show that you're not clinical in attack. We probably should have scored just over what we did. I won't dive into it too much. But those sort of stats show how we're playing at the moment. We're not defensively solid enough. I think with the 4 at the back, it gives you a little bit more going forward. Not so much in this game, but it definitely takes away at the back the solid nature. And I know we've got done on a set piece as well, but just in general, it feels shakier. But getting into the game, I think that was a draw game. I don't think we deserve to lose, but certainly don't think we deserve to win. And we've been done away from home. 2 teams ravaged with injuries, missing the most vital players. But I was thinking when Neto went down, if Neto's out for the West Brom game, we would be without our entire attack. Jimenez, Adama, Podence, Neto. And we have got to think about that before we get too rash. We've been so unlucky with injuries, but so has everyone. Everyone has had more injuries this season. So we've got to deal with it. And the players that we've got in reserve, which was the gamble, are young kids. That is the philosophy that Wolves have gone with. And I think you saw today with specifically maybe 2 young kids, Aït-Nouri and Fabio Silva. I think that was Aït-Nouri's probably his best game since Palace at least, and probably Fabio Silva's worst. Because I think, and I do it myself when I go out on a football pitch, I'm not classing myself as young, they're younger than me, but if something goes right for you in that first 20 minutes, you think you can take on the world as a young player. Aït-Nouri, fantastic dribble and cross. I mean, if there was no one there, it would have just been like a fire across the box, but we'll say he meant it. Fired it across to Neves, and he had a great game, I thought. Still weak defensively, but going forward, he seemed like our only real option. And then Fabio Silva, when you watch him, he doesn't occupy defenders like Jimenez does, but I also think his shoulders drop after an unsuccessful first 20 minutes, and you can't blame him, he's so young. I realise I've been going for 2.5 minutes now, so Wolves lost 2-1 to Everton, if you didn't know. But yeah, we've got West Brom next, and I am really scared. The amount of amazing times we've had as Wolves fans in this period, in the last 3 years in the Premier League, and this is our lowest, and we've got West Brom next. So it's just typical. I still think we're going to win. I think if you can put together a front 4 with Neto, Cutrone and Adama in, you've got a chance against a really poor West Brom team. But for today, I don't think we deserve to lose, but we didn't deserve to win. And that's where we're at the moment. This is what we chose to do, and this is the season we've got to put up with. Let's just hope, I really hope we win that next game, and then I'll stop moaning for at least 2 games maybe. See you then.